The first comic is a regular here. He's a Jew from New York. Give some love to Jeff Simon.
Give it up to Scotty. He's one of the top divorce lawyers in the country. I've got divorced so many times I have him on speed dial. How's everybody doing tonight? What came to this place? It's like a fucking funeral parlor. I don't know if Scotty told you I'm a Jew from New York. Any Jews here? All right. I'm not a real Jew. I mean, I don't have a Mercedes, a Beamer, a Lexus, a summer house in the Hamptons, season tickets to the Knicks or the Rangers. I don't even have handicap license plates. I'm what they call a wannabe Jew. I could have been a real Jew, but I didn't invest in bowling alleys in the late 50s. And I got destroyed in the dot-com bubble of the 90s. And the 08 housing bubble was strike 3. This is a tough fucking crowd. Wow. Okay, my favorite period of Jewish history, are you the only Jew here?
No.
All right. My favorite period of Jewish history was 4,000 years ago, when the Jews were wandering around a desert trying to find the Upper East Side, or the 5 towns, but they pissed off God and He made Him settle on Israel. All right. I grew up in the 50s. I was a big baseball fan. My favorite Jew on the Yankees was the general manager. But they finally got a player, a Jewish player in the 70s, Ronnie Bloomberg. Anybody ever hear of him? The only problem was Mayor Bloomberg was a better player than this guy. He was so freaking bad. All Jews do is complain, right? All Jews do is complain. And the reason is, if Jews think if they complain enough, God will leave them alone, you know? And real Jews are the worst. You know, I know this Jew. He has a Mercedes, the handicap plates, and he's got this unbelievable weed. One toad, and you are stoned beyond belief. And all he does is complain how harsh it is and how he loses his voice the next day. He's just doing reverse psychology on God, you know. Okay. And then I never call a Jew on the day the stock market drops more than 100 points. I made that mistake last week. I called my son, and for the next 20 minutes, he went on to tell me how miserable his life is. So, you know, and I can't help it because if he's 29, he doesn't have a steady girlfriend. So finally I said, well, what's the problem? He says, I like 8s and 9s, and they don't like me. I said, come on, Jeter and A-Rod get 8s and 9s. You're not getting an 8 or a 9. I said, well, why don't you try a 3 or 4 for once? And he hung up. Thank God. I couldn't take it anymore, you know? And I hate when a Jew swears on his firstborn son's head that he's telling you the truth when he doesn't even have any kids, you know? I said to this guy, but you just got married, didn't you? Yeah, but we're thinking of having kids someday. All right, that didn't go over that good. But the thing that I hate the most is when a Jew is trying to close a deal and he says, you're lucky I like you because I'm losing money on this deal. That's when I fucking go crazy. I just want to get my deposit back, get out of the fucking deal, and never see this guy ever again. Fucking, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? This can be a learning lesson. If a guy says, you know, it's time to get out of the deal. The best deal I ever made, though, was marrying a shiksa. Anybody know what that is? Yeah. That's a girl that's Jewish. We had 3 kids. None of them got bar mitzvah. I made $100,000 on that deal. And we got married by a priest and a rabbi. And my wife's priest didn't want to marry us because I'm a Jew. But when I showed him a naked picture of my 8-year-old nephew who was invited to the wedding, I swear he gave me a high five, said, I'll do your ceremony. And then when the ceremony was over, I handed this rabbi a $100 bill. And before it was out of my hand, he started running out the door to his next gig. At least I realized why this guy was wearing sneakers to my wedding, you know? Fuck. I got divorced 12 years ago. You know, guys with shaved heads and tattoos get the hottest women. Anybody? I see a lot of hot women here. I don't see any shaved heads. Short guys with beards do very good. And rich Jews on Wall Street do pretty good. But the best time to meet a woman is right after her husband dies. Listen to this guy, right? I'm talking like the day after the funeral. Because once they get corrupted by dating websites and singles bars, forget about it. I talked to this woman, her husband died a month ago, and she thinks every guy wants to have sex with her and never see her again. Can you believe this? Where does she get these crazy ideas from? I'm a pharmacist. I work for Rite Aid. Anybody go to Rite Aid here? This customer calls me up today. I can't believe how stupid she is. She wants to know if she have a glass of wine with dinner. I said, what are you on? She goes, OxyContin, Xanax, Vicodin, Ambien. I said, lady, you're better off with heroin at this stage. What the fuck are you doing? And then this other lady, she's got to be the dumbest woman. She calls me up and she says, she's on Lipitor. She says, do they make a geriatric for Lipitor? I said, you mean a generic, you moron? I said, what could she be? And then this lady comes in, she brings in a bag of blow. Everybody knows what that is, right? She brings in a bag of blow, and she wants to know what it is. I told her it was sweet and low. I offered her $400 for it. And she wouldn't take it. You know, I don't know what she thinks she's going to get for a bag of sweet and low, you know? And then I had to cover this pharmacy in Staten Island the other day. I got my first customer at 4 o'clock. Everybody on Staten Island is a drug addict. Anybody from Staten Island here? Everybody on Staten Island is a drug addict. They don't wake up till 3 o'clock. And then this tech there, they got this tech who's a really nice guy. He gets $10 an hour. He has a new 5 Series Beamer parked right out front. And he pays this homeless guy to stand there with a stick in case anybody comes in the car, he whacks him, you know? He buys him lunch or something. And this guy's wearing a Rolex, and then he treated everybody for lunch. And he swears it has nothing to do with the OxyContin that's missing from the pharmacy. Believe this shit? These pharmacy shit jokes aren't going over that good. But then we have this delivery driver. It's a woman. She's a nice looking woman. And I gave her this delivery to take OxyContin and morphine to take to this terminal cancer patient. And she never came back. And then the customers, they're really nice. They get OxyContin for free on Medicaid. And they sell it on the street for $30. Can you believe this shit? I feel like white trash. I'm the only person that's, everybody's making more money than me on Staten Island. Now, one more pharmacy joke and I'm out of here. I want to end on a laugh because I'm being videotaped, you know? Okay, this lady comes in, she found some pills in her 9-year-old son's jacket pocket. And you know what they were? OxyContin! Come on, people! I mean, why have kids if you're going to let your 9-year-old be on OxyContin? Right? Why have kids? Anybody have kids here? No. Why have kids? You know, if you're going to be a drug addict. My kids didn't become drug addicts until they were 13 or 14. And I always tell my kids, if you're going to buy drugs on the street, let me match the price. All right, Scotty!
Come on, let's hear some more plugs. I'm going to suck this shit. Come on, wake up, yeah. Come on, you guys got a lot of comments here.